4, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fearlessness isn't a single action, but it's a lifestyle. So let's freaking go.
I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again.
There you go. Donald Trump is officially the president-elect, and it's not even close. It's the first time since Grover Cleveland and the second ever a president has won 2 non-consecutive terms, although others have tried.
The history books will look back at this as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, political comeback of all time. I think just remember how things have happened in the last 4 years. Donald Trump has secured more than 270 electoral votes so far. He flipped battlegrounds including Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Wisconsin red, and defending North Carolina. A couple still have not been declared.
I can't believe I'm saying this. As President-elect Trump prepares for a return to the White House, he would do some with a Republican majority in the Senate for the first time in 4 years after flipping an Ohio seat red.
We have team coverage this morning. We have Todd and Carly. They're having breakfast with friends. Carly is in Happy Place, North Carolina.
Maggie Valley.
Maggie Valley. Why does it say Happy Place? It says Happy Valley. It's
Happy Valley is Pennsylvania, I think.
It's Maggie Valley, North Carolina, close to Asheville. And Todd is talking to the diners in Tyrone, Pennsylvania. Bill Melugin is joining us from Palm Beach, Florida, with Trump's plans for today. But first, let's go out to Kevin Court with a breakdown of Trump's path to 270.
Good, we're running out of music.
Good morning, guys. Now, if you predicted a clean sweep of the battleground states by now President-elect Trump, and that, of course, she didn't work for the campaign, I would tell you get out there and buy yourself a lotto ticket right now because Lady Luck is clearly on your side. Either that or a historic campaign, maybe both. I mean, take a look at the battleground states. North Carolina, Trump wins. Georgia, Trump wins. Pennsylvania, Trump wins. Wisconsin, same story. Oh, and by the way, he's leading in Arizona and in Michigan and in Nevada and in Alaska. I didn't even mention that. Of course, it's not a battleground state, but you get the picture. And while the former president, now president-elect, is leading in all those states up for grabs, yeah, we'll likely have results from each and every one of them at some point today, and that is very good news for everybody. Meantime, here's a bit of voter analysis for you. In case you're wondering about the Hispanic vote, yeah, of course, the Democrats do very well. Look at what Joe Biden did in 2020, 63%. Harris off by 7, Trump up by 6. That's huge. How about among voters under 30? Again, back in 2020, Biden 61, Harris off by 9, Trump up by 8. That is impressive indeed. How about those falling behind financially? No doubt about this. You figured they might trend for Mr. Trump, and indeed they did. Look at that margin, 63 to 34. Now, we have yet to get a concession speech or a phone call or anything else from the Harris campaign, though we do expect to hear from the Veep later today, at which point President-elect Trump can start officially getting ready for the inauguration and his second term. Guys, back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Kevin.
I hope we hear something today. She just left her people standing out there yesterday.
Right.
She sent out aid to greet them. I think that was pretty disgraceful.
She never went
Especially,
out
never just to say, hey, she didn't even have to say concede. Maybe she wanted to wait, but at least go greet the people. They're out there in D.C. waiting for you at your alma mater.
Yeah.
You just left them there.
I want to hear from Joe Biden. I want to see Joe Biden pick up the phone and say, congratulations, Donald Trump, because you're the
and
next
start
guy.
the transition.
So y'all, look at the voter analysis. We talked to 110,000 people to find out why they thought Trump won. And they're saying voters across the country wanted change. He is seen as a stronger leader than Harris in a time of turmoil.
Areas with Hispanics.
Right. Look at that. Hispanic. So Harris got 56%, but he got 41%.
Incredible.
When we were growing up, Hispanics were normally Democrats.
Well, look at that. He gone up 6 points in 4 years. Was at 35. And then when you look at black voters in 2020, he had 8%, and this time he doubled. And of course, a lot of it has to do with the economy.
And black men, he got 1/4, almost 1/4, 24% of black men.
That the younger generation is 52-46, but look at how small the gap is. So he had his areas he maxed out on. Yeah. So look how small the gap is on these 3 areas. So that's why I think this is an American victory. It's not a Republican victory. America says, I'm done with the woke stuff. I'm done with letting crime run wild. I'm done with the economy where you spend like crazy and jam Green New Deals down our throats and tell me I got to drive an electric car and give you and destroy the combustible engine business and tell me to go to China to buy my batteries. People are done with it. And then you look at where you have somebody who's running for office who would not tell you what she did and what she stands for, and then when in trouble, called every celebrity in the world. And would this have been different if Cardi B could work the teleprompter and been able to read her speech?
Well, Brian, it's also a hand to the celebrities as well. You don't get to tell us what to do. You don't get to lecture different minority groups and tell them and shame them for picking their personal circumstance over the joy, which is apparently disappeared now. There's no more joy.
Right. Lucas Tomlinson just sent me a stat. In 4 years ago, Biden-Harris got 81 million votes, right? 81 million. So far, 66 million. That's quite a fall off. Yeah. Of course, not all the votes are in.
For Harris.
But still.
For Harris.
Where's Trump at right now?
More.
Yeah, I know. By about 5 to 6 million when we started. It's going to be interesting because Joe Biden took great pride in saying, you're a loser. You're a loser. I beat you by a lot. Okay?
Well,
even though 74 million was...
that's why I want to hear that phone call between the two of them.
People are tired of legacy media telling us how to vote. We saw right through that, and we're tired of being called un-American and trash just because of the one person that many people like to vote for.
And also, I think we should stop with the illusion that Shapiro would have delivered Pennsylvania.
Right. He
wouldn't have, because if you look at Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona, where it's heading, Nevada, where it's staying, the whole blue wall, why would we think that a so-called moderate governor, although Pennsylvanians don't think he's moderate, even though he's better on his feet than Tim Walz with a better resume, I don't think he would have flipped Pennsylvania. I think there's a different message.
He might not have flipped it, but they definitely would have gotten more votes.